Volume up.
All right, so we live on YouTube. I'm trying to about to share this real quick.
Is it live?
Yep, we live. I'm about to what do I view gallery? Here we go. I'm about to I'm copying it. I was about to say, why won't they let me finish?
So let me see it.
Yeah, I posted it on my. I'm about to send it to you.
Okay.
What's your face? Let me record on here before I forget. Record on this computer. Sweet.
There you go.
Yeah. Cool. All right. What that looks like on the phone. Yep, the same way. I thought they were gonna give me the thumbnail, but they just gave me the link.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. All right, bet. So we're gonna get this thing cracking, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. What's going on, y'all, man? It's Crested Wiz, Black Collar King, man. I'm in the building right here with my good brother, Sealey, JeVohn Sealey, man. Dude, man, thank you again for being here, bro. Dude, like, let the people know where you from, man, for people who do not know, because the people that don't know, they'll just think you're from Huntsville, man. So let the people know where you from, brother.
Man, I am born and raised from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, dog.
Yes, sir.
Tuscaloosa. Born and raised, man. Yes, sir. I lived in Huntsville for about 9 years. But yeah, I'm born and raised Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. And so when and how did your love for drums, like, how did that spark, bro? Well, how was your beginning for that?
Well, kind of like the normal thing, man. Playing as a kid, pots and pans. My mama said I was playing in her belly. However, figured that out. uh, and just really since I was a kid, man, I'm over here at my granddad's church right now where I started, and just the guys I used to see them playing, man, and I was drawn to it, man. So since a kid, man, that's how I fell in love with the drum, man. To this day, man, I still got the same love and passion, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So when did you have like your first experience playing in church?
First experience, I was 4 years old, right here. Right here, 4 years old, man. My granddad was the pastor. God rest in peace to him. He was the founder and pastor of this church. My brother was the musician, the MD, man. He's amazing. Cliff Latham, that's his name, man. He's amazing. He was the keyboard player, organ player rather. So yeah, I was 4 years old, man, right here at Granddad's church.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. That's what's up, man. So how long were you at your granddad's church before you ventured off, and what led you to Huntsville?
I was really here basically my whole life. I went to a couple different churches and kind of played. And right before I left, I was at my dude. Man, I always talk about him. His name is Fluff. Anthony Morris, his real name. I used to play at his grandma's church, man. One of the good musician here in the city, singer, preacher now, pastor now. I used to play over there right before I came to Huntsville, and I filled in at a few churches, L. Spencer Smith, Daystars, a few different churches. But what led me to Huntsville was school. I went to Alabama A&M. Go Bulldogs.
Yeah. Okay, so what were you doing in A&M? Like, what was your major, man?
Major was business management, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and tell you, I wasn't taking it serious, bro. I knew all along, man, I was gonna be a musician full time, man. But I'm glad I came to get that experience, though, man, for sure.
That's what's up. So in between that time, playing in church and coming to school, like, you know what I'm saying? What were some things you learned in T-Town that you brought here? Because I know you played in church, but did you play at any outside venues as well in T-Town before you came to Huntsville?
A little bit. Really was heavy on gospel and quartet. It's really a big quartet city here. So quartet, gospel choir, man. But I always have just listened to other music and was like, you know what I'm saying? Just always, I never was like, man, I'm only gonna listen to gospel. I'm only gonna listen to whatchamacallit. Now I used to have to sneak around and listen to it though, cause she wasn't going.
Yeah.
Mama wasn't going, man. So when I was in my car and stuff like that, man, I listened to everything, man. So yep.
Yeah, bro. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so now, so you're in Huntsville, and so what churches are you playing for when you first get to Huntsville? Or what's that ordeal like being a new musician in Huntsville? And it's like, hey, I do this, and yeah, I'm in school, but I'm still trying to play too. So how was that process?
All right, so let's have a backstory.
Yeah.
So maybe when I was 13 years old, I was playing with this guy named Reginald Robinson. He actually lives in Huntsville, but he was living in Tuscaloosa. He used to have a lot of concerts here in the city, right? So one night we had this concert, man. I seen a guy walk in, the skinny dude, man, long dreads, dark skinned guy, man. His name was Brandon Pear. He walked in, he was playing with Jamel Strong. They came to the city, man. It was just him and Corey Smith. He was on keys and key bass, man. And them niggas blew my mind, bro.
Yes, sir.
They blew my mind, man. We ain't have a lot of influences here, bro. So when I heard beat, I was like, man, that nigga killing, bro. So I said all that to say he was in Huntsville, right? So my best friend, man, one of my like high school best friends named Quay Bryant, his uncle is actually Darian Bryant. That was his uncle Darian Bryant. He lives in Huntsville as well. So when he said he was going to A&M, he was my best friend at the time. So I was like, okay. My people was like, man, you should just try to go to school and stuff like that. So that's how I ended up in Huntsville. He was one of the main reasons I ended up there. So when I got there, man, I just was, I was young, I was wild, man. So I wasn't just necessarily looking for a church. But when I got there, I told B I was there, and I told Darian, I call him Marky. So they called me to come to Fountain of Life one evening randomly. Now I probably was doing something I had no business doing. B called me and was like, man, come play them drums, come show them what you do. So it was one random Friday night, man. I went over there, I played a little bit, and then about a few weeks later, I got a text from Corey Smith. And it just so happened, Shaq, my good brother, my dude Shaq, man, he was going to play keys somewhere else. And they needed a fill in. So I filled it. My very first church in Huntsville was Eagles Nest Ministries.
Yes, sir.
Eagles Nest, man. And so then after that was my freshman year in college. I went back home for the summer, man. And they was kind of, I think Shaq came back. So they say they ain't fired me, but they let me go, man. They fired me, man. They brought Shaq back. So they fired me, man. So they came back. So I came back for my sophomore year, man. And I was definitely looking for somewhere to play. And it was maybe the last week in August or something. I got a text from Jeremy Kelsey. He was like, man, we heard you looking for somewhere to play, blase, blase. I was like, yeah. So I went to rehearsal that same night at Hope Community Church. Went there, went to rehearsal. B. Pell was actually, he was just sitting in on drums. Him, Tasha, and John. So I went there. I played for a minute. So I guess they liked me, man. So I came back like the next week. I played the service, and it was like 2 weeks I didn't go. And I came back one more week, man. And when I came back after that week, bro, I was there for 8 years, man.
That's what's up, man.
Hope Community Church, man. So Eagles Nest and Hope Community was the places for me, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, and that's always good to have a consistent church, man. Because I know the first church I was there for 12 years, I think. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's always cool to have, you know what I'm saying, that sense of security. And at the same time, you learn a lot about life while you're in there, man. And so, and during that 8-year period, man, what made you venture off into like, okay, cool, I'm doing the gospel stuff, but I'm trying to see what these other venues in Huntsville got to offer. So what led you to playing in all these different venues that you've been playing at here in Huntsville?
Man, it kind of came to me, bro. For real, it kind of came to me, man. Like a lot of people I was cool with, man, they was going. My dude Charles Lyles.
Yes, sir.
Charles Lyles, man. He used to tell me just to come to. They used to have plug and play.
Yeah.
Plug and play. So I used to go there, man. I used to go there. I used to go to see him play. I go see my boy John Veers. I go see them do all their gigs, man. I used to just be around, bro. I was just around, man, a lot, all the time. And one day I had to fill in for Charles with Miss Fifi, Auntie Fifi. And man, I've been on the scene ever since, man.
That's what's up, man.
I was just around, man. But I say before that, I did a gig with Curtis Jordan.
Yeah.
Right, man. They was the first people that I did my R&B gig with. They'll tell you to this day, man. All I used to listen to was gospel and trap music. That was it.
Yeah.
And so I got my feet wet with them, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. And so speaking of what that with like the different genres, man, growing up in T-Town and it's just like quartet and gospel, man, like how difficult or how easy was the transition from making your brain and your hands to just be like, all right, I need to really like hone in on this guy on this R&B. You know what I'm saying? So how was that transition for you?
Well, I think I was always like a solid drummer, solid drummer. So man, I learned. I got a good friend here, man. His name Chris Jackson. We call him Sweet Pete. He said, man, when you learn one of those songs, you'll know it forever. So I learned. He was like, man, certain songs you gotta know. You gotta know Brick House. You gotta know Superstition.
Yeah.
You got just some staple cover tunes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I learned those joints, man, and literally, bro, we do those songs to this day. No matter what venue you go to, man, one of those songs are gonna get pulled out. So the transition, it wasn't that hard for me per se. Because it was just a groove. It's just all of it is a groove. The R&B stuff is a groove. And you add your own sauce or whatever to it. So that was kind of it for me, for real.
That's what's up, man. Okay, bet. So after you learn the groove, man, so like when you're at the house, like getting it in, bro, like how is your process? Like, okay, are you just learning the song like verbatim after a while and then just figuring out what placement works best or not, or how does that process go for you?
So I'm gonna go back to my dude Sweet Pete. He always told me, man, keep in mind he's like my biggest influence, like my biggest OG, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? He said you always want to have enough in your bag to pull out, no matter what type of song it is, right?
Right.
You want a 6/8 song, you're doing a 4/4, you're doing some kind of shuffle, swing. You always want to have enough in your bag to pull out for any type of song, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would literally just go on my playlist, pick any type of song that got every different kind of feel to it. Yeah. Like I said, 8, straight up 4/4, straight up whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I would share to it, bro. Literally. Of course, I would learn the song, you know, whatever kick patterns is, but I would share to every type of song, man. Every type, like shuffles, swings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until I feel like, okay, while I'm playing this song, I could pull out a chop at any moment. You know what I mean? When I'm doing this type of song, I could pull out a chop at any moment. And to this day, that's how I practice, man. Literally. Like, say if and something else, say if I know my weak area is 160 BPM, right?
Right.
I'll pull out any song that feels like that. So 160 is do 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 do. So any song that feels like that, hallelujah, you're worthy. Hallelujah. So you got that song, but then R&B song is quit breaking my heart. It's the same feel, bro.
Yeah.
Same feel. So you just share to that, man, until you get better at it. So then you go to another song. You go to real love. Don't get up. Don't. That's a swing. Share to that. But for a gospel, you go to he's all right. He's all right. He's all. It's the same feel.
Mm-hmm.
Share to stuff like that, man. And the list just goes on. So that's kind of how I go at it, bro.
That's what's up. So you're really just chopping over it until like you can, like you say, pull it out at every moment because you got the pattern.
Got the pattern, man. You learn the song, man. You chop on it. And chopping, I say that, but you have to work on your chops too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to work on your chops. And speaking of that, man, me and a very good drummer named Brandon Cone, BJ.
Yes, sir.
And back when I first got to Huntsville, man, he was like, man, we always say this about each other, man. I know I said he does too. When I got to Huntsville, he was like, man, I brought a certain solid and a certain intensity to drums that wasn't nobody doing.
Yeah.
When I heard him, I was like, man, he is very fluid in his chopping. Very fluid in his chopping. So, and like I said, I've always had like chops, but I wasn't fluid. So we used to get together, man, every Monday, Tuesday, Guitar Center. He used to be like, man, I want you to help me work on my solid and locking, and I'm gonna help him work on my chop, and he gonna help me work on my chops.
Yeah.
So we were sharpening each other's irons, bro, until we both got it. Now he lock a groove like no other, and now I can chop.
Yeah.
And that was, I put in my own work outside of that, but every Monday we used to get together and just push each other. He used to come to the house, go to Guitar Center, man. But then I got this DW practice pad, and I learned one day. I was like, man, I'm gonna learn. Before that, one day I was like, man, I'm gonna just sit down and really learn how to get fluid with my chops. I bought the DW practice pad, man. I cut my BPM on, and I just started going, bro. And it was in 2016, man. And I've been chopping fluidly ever since, bro.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. So going a little bit more into that process, man. Like, so in the practice pad by yourself, bro, like when you're working on something, are you doing it over and over again, or you're just working on like one chop and then you'll just work on another one right after? You just be like, all right, I get that, and just do another one, see how I can phrase it into this next one that I'm about to do? Or do you just like stick with one and just raise that BPM and just try to orchestrate that differently around the kid?
I'm gonna say I don't just stick with one chop.
Mm-hmm.
I get a chop where I'll be like, okay, I remember this good enough let me try something else. And it may be that type of, I may start off with the ride, but the next time I may start off with a ton, but it may be that same type of chop, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just try to have different, I don't ever want to kind of play the same thing.
Yeah.
I have a broad span. So I always work on like different type of chops or different phrasing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Different phrasing, different just how I'm approach it, the timing of it. I may do it on the end of a 3, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. On the 3, just stuff like the placement of it is what matters.
Right.
I mean, so yep.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. And I know I learned from you, bro, to play with ankle weights. Do you still do that when you practice?
Man, so I'm gonna tell you what I still do that, man. I still do that. But I'm gonna tell you what I just did like the last week ago. I always practice in my Timbs, right? My boots. Mm-hmm. But I tighten my foot pedal as far as it can go, hard as it can go. Mm-hmm. Tight as it can go, man. It has been kicking my tail.
Yeah.
But I know when I get it back to where it normally is, I know my foot gonna be where it need to be. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. So, and when you tighten that tension on the kick pedal, man, are you working on different like exercises, or you're just chopping away during songs just to get muscle memory of how you'll do it during the performance?
Yeah, I don't really do. I do exercises, but I really do like I play like I'm gonna play a show. I'm gonna do like I'm actually practicing, so that way it feels normal when it gets back to, you know what I'm saying, the regular feel of the foot pedal. I don't want to just condition myself to doing exercise, but then when real time play, I'm not doing none of those exercises. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I kind of do it like a real feel type of thing. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, man. Okay, cool. So, being in Huntsville, man, what are some of the favorite artists that you played with here in Huntsville?
Huntsville, man. Got my girl Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Love Angie, man. We got off to a bumpy start though. Man. But I love playing with her. My boy Pat Jamar.
Sure.
Shout out to Pat Jamar, man. That's my dude, man. DMR Soul, he's dope, man. I enjoyed playing with you when I played with Uvok, Brandon Pear and Uvok.
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed them, man. I played with a lot of people there, man, but those are some of my favorite ones. Chelsea Who, my shout out to my girl Chelsea Who, man.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorites. My big uncle, Darian Bryant, Markey. He's dope, man. It's a lot of them, man. I don't want to start naming people, but those are like some of my favorites. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. So, man, keeping on that same frame of favorites, man, because the venues vary here in Huntsville as well, man. So, like, what would be one of your favorite venues to play at here, as far as like crowd and sound?
Favorite venue, sound, crowd, hands down, the camp.
Yeah.
Camp.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That sound is killer, bro. Oh man, yeah, I love the camp. I can't wait until we get back out there, man. And it's coming around once this weather stop being crazy. But it's Huntsville, so
man, it's about to be weird as jacks, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, man, let's dive into a little bit of recording, man. So, like during last year, Corona, man, you were already set up. You know what I'm saying? You're already set up, man. So, like, how was that transition for you? And what was like the best part about it for you? And then what was the worst part about it for you?
The best and worst part about
like just COVID happening, because I mean, even though you were still set up, it was like just a change because everybody was just at the house, and it was just like, oh well, all right, so Like, what we gonna do now? Well, we just recording or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll just send you this file or whatever. You like? Did you ever get like, dang, I want to be back in the house, or like, how did you maneuver that like mentally? Because like physically, you pretty much already had the capacity to keep doing what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Before it hit. So how did that hit you like mentally, bro?
Right. So man, like you said, man, I was already set up before for Corona, post Corona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a couple years before that, I kind of always wanted to be a recording drummer.
Mm-hmm.
Always, and to this day, that's still my number one goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be a recording drummer. And shameless plug, man. I got 43 songs out that I played on Apple Music, iTunes, man. 43, bro. So we be getting it in, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
So so I always wanted to do that. So I started piece by piece, just kind of, set stuff up, get stuff together. And man, when the pandemic hit, it was like boom, it just hit everybody hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hard, man, because I was gigging as well. So it hit everybody hard, man. But just randomly, people were like, man, we gotta finish. I think people were getting stimulus checks.
Yeah.
Like people were getting stimulus checks, man. So they was like, yo, and I had already had like a certain core of people that I was already recording with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people was like, hey, yo, I'm about to shoot you this song. I'm about to shoot you this song. And man, not to brag or not to sound, but bro, I made more money during the pandemic than I did prior, man. Like it was crazy, bro. Like crazy, bro. I was recording literally. I recorded out of 43 songs. I probably recorded 20 of them during the pandemic, man.
Wow.
25 of those songs during the pandemic, man. Maybe 15, 20, something like that, man. It was crazy, bro. And a lot of the songs that I recorded are not even out yet, man. I probably cut 100 songs during the pandemic, bro. Wow, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So the only thing about that, man, I was ready to go outside, man. I was ready to get back to doing some shows. So that was the mental part. It was like, dude, I'm tired of creating. I want to play some I want to just play some freely, man. I don't feel like locking and having to. So the thing about recording is, man, I got a good buddy named Josh Brown, man, who he one of the people who really got my feet wet with the recording. Nice. He always, man, it's easy to mock a record, but it's hard to get somebody to want to mock you on a record. That's deep, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so, man, coming up with just record, trying to make a record. Be fair, he always say, you got to make the record, man. So just trying to make the record, man. Coming up, it can just get overwhelming sometimes. So I was like, man, I'm ready to get back to playing freely and just doing whatever I want on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the mental part of it for me, man.
That's what's up, man. So going into that, man, the recording aspect of it, right? So like before the pandemic, you said you knew that you wanted to do that. In the midst of that, you were still you know what I'm saying, gigging outside of it, right? So what was like, okay, I like playing live, but what was it like? Okay, I want to be a recording drummer first, because I remember in the interview where I was talking to Fred Walker, we were talking about knowing what you want. Some people want to be a touring drummer. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to be around town. Some people want to be recording drummer. So what steps or what process, what I guess moment drove you to be like, okay, out of all the options that I have, I want to be this?
Yeah, I know recording is sometimes it's not as fancy or flashy as like going on a crazy tour, major tour, right? But I know it's something that I can be. I got a wife and I got a child. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, man, like I want to be able to do this, but I don't want to be always having to be too far away from my baby.
Right.
So I was like, man, and I want to leave a legacy, right? These records, man, 50 years from now, you're gonna still be able to pull these records up.
Yes, sir.
Tours you will never see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You will never some of these tours, bro. You will never some of these concerts, bro. They'll never go on wax, man. So I always wanted to like be on wax, man. Just leave a mark that way. You know what I mean? I always wanted to do that. So that was kind of like I want to record, man. Like it's just and I think that's just kind of how my life was set. I did my first like live record when I was 16 years old. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, okay, maybe my life won't go this way. Cause some guys when they that age, man, they didn't already hit a tour or about to go on a tour or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I did when I was 16. So I was like, maybe I kind of always had that replay in my head, like maybe I'm gonna be a recording guy. But when I got older, I was like, this what I want to do. I was just firm on my decision. I wasn't going back and forth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was firm, man.
That's what's up, man. And touching a little bit back on going back and forth, man, talk about the mentality of it all, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, what made you just be like, okay, despite everything that's going on or whatever, even though you're getting this stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're getting everything, you know what I'm saying? You're doing it. How was your mental space? What did you do to keep saying on days that you didn't want to do it, then I'm going to keep doing it?
Man, I got to pay this rent. I gotta pay this child support. I gotta pay these bills. So, whenever I didn't want to do it, man, that was like let me get up and go do it, man. For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Because I know we were speaking about that earlier. Yeah, man. It's, bro, crazy. Super crazy, man. So, speaking of that, man, so the mindset, bro, because it's been about what, a month maybe?
Month, yep.
Yeah, it's been about a month, man, that you and your family were spared your lives and at the price of everything else. You know what I'm saying, including your recording equipment, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So it's almost like you had a personal internal pandemic, man, that you're like going through right now. So how did you face that when it happened, and how are you mentally facing it right now?
Yeah, so those of you who don't know what he's talking about, man, me and my family, we had a crazy, terrible house fire, man, a month ago. That day, it was a lot of events that happened, man. My wife had a car wreck the morning before, totaled her car, right? The morning before. So we was at the hospital to check, make sure she was good. It was probably like 3 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
Got back home, man, 3:30 in the morning. We in the house. We ain't really sleep like that. My daughter, my baby girl, she was in the living room watching TV or whatever. So about 5:30, man, got a very alarming call. Like, Daddy, the house on fire. And it was I'm not even saying it as intense as it was, but it was very intense moment, man. And so I was like, my wifey woke up. She was like, man, get up. The house on fire. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I walk out there, lo and behold, man, the door right there is on fire, man. So I telling them to get on the other side of the door, man. I try to be a smart guy, hero, try to put it out, man, with water. The fire got bigger.
Yeah,
so I'm on the other side of the fire, man. So I ran through the fire, man. I got burnt on the back of my neck, man. It caught me good. Scorched me. Yeah. I fell, ran outside. It's 25 degrees outside, man. My wife and my daughter ain't have on no shoes, no nothing, man. So we just out there helpless, bro. We ain't had no phones, nothing, man. It was just a random dude walk by, man. He always walked by, man. So he was like an angel, bro. So we called the police, man. We couldn't dial nobody else. All we could dial was 911 on his phone. He had nothing, bro. It was terrible, man. So all that happened, bro. And the thing about it, like everybody been saying, man, our lives were spared, nobody get hurt. I got burnt, but nobody really got hurt. But man, it was just the experience. It's the experience, that intense moment, bro. Just going through a literal fire, bro. Like literal, man. It's like, man, it was crazy, man. So to this day, man, we I don't want to say we homeless, man, but we staying with our moms and stuff like that, man. So we don't have anything stable yet, man. So to this day, man, we are dealing with this every day. And, you know, when people see stuff like that, man, the day of, the day after, maybe the week after, they like, man, y'all good, y'all better. But man, it's a month after, man. It ain't really as trendy as it was, but we still feeling it every day. You know what I mean? So it's tough, man. But we some strong people, bro. So I wouldn't wish this on nobody, man. It's one of the worst. Of course, losing somebody is bad, man. But to me, this is right up there with it, bro. It's one of the worst that can happen to anybody, bro. Losing everything, man. But I know God got a plan for us, bro. So we just got to stand on faith, man. Even when we all have questions like, man, why this happened to me? Why this happened to us? Just got to stay strong, bro.
Yeah, for real, man. I appreciate you sharing that with me, man. And that's why, like I said, man, if y'all watching this on YouTube, bro, I appreciate y'all. Go and hit the Cash App up, because like you said, this ain't no trendy thing, as it wasn't as trendy as it was, because it's the traumatic experience. It's the traumatic experience that is taking toll on their mind mentally every day. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hit the Cash Apps up. It's not going, you know what I'm saying, alleviate the mental trauma, but I mean, God damn it, he's been putting in that work. So y'all hit him up, like I said in the story, bro. Me and my queen tapped in. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all do the same. I put his Cash App in the chat, and your wife is watching, shouts out. My wife's back there asleep, shouts out. You know what I'm saying? You know, shouts out to the queens, you know what I'm saying? So man, I appreciate that, bro. So man, with that being said, bro, like what's next for you, man? Because I saw you, you know what I'm saying, at Mars Music Hall, man. So like what are your plans now, bro?
Man, I'm just tapping back in, bro. A lot of time I feel like God does things, man, just to see how you gonna react and respond. And you know, I know that stuff sometimes it sounds cliche, but it's real, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So man, when that happened, bro, I probably didn't play for like a month. I just really got back playing probably 2 weeks ago. But man, I just feel like I picked off probably better than when I left, man. It was just like I was just able to just think about, man, this how I'm going to approach. This how I'm going to approach, man. So, man, I'm just got some new things, man. I'm gonna get back recording, man. I'm gonna put out me a song, man. I'm gonna put out a single, man. I'm gonna do some stuff, man, and just record, man. I got stuff lined up. I got sessions lined up, man. I got stuff lined up, man. So we just gonna get back to work, bro.
Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. And so let me go back a little bit to the artists that you played for in the gospel realm, man. So L. Spencer Smith, man. I remember when I first started playing, I forgot what album it was, but I think it was his first one. That album was killer, bro. Killer, bro. Surgery or whatever, man. Killer, bro. And so I'm thinking, have you played for L. Spencer Smith like multiple times?
Yes, man. Actually, right before I came to Huntsville, he was actually giving me an offer to come play at his church every week. But at the time I was young, I was 18. I was like, man, nah, I'm gonna go to Huntsville, man. I'm gonna go to Huntsville. But as Spencer, I've been fortunate enough to play with him. If you go on his Facebook, man, he just did a virtual live, man, about 2-3 months ago. Mm-hmm. I'm on drums, man, with the great John Jackson, the great Eric Dubose, and the great Ernest Eccles, man. It got about 25K views, man, 25,000. So it was a good live, man. And I've done some spot dates with him, man. Shout out to John Jackson, man, for believing in me as a kid, bro, man. He saw it in me as a kid, man. And he just gave me a chance, man. So yeah, that's L. Spencer Smith, man. Go check him out.
Yeah, bro, that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna link that because just that African joint that you posted, man, dude, killer, bro. So I know the whole concert is just bonkers, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, who are your influences, man? With all these, drummers that are out there, bro. So, who are your influences like worldwide?
All right. So growing up, man, the first professional drummer that I got introduced to was Dave Weckl.
Mm.
Um, my big brother, man, he was a drummer, really dope drummer, man. And he's the main reason that I play drums the way I do to this day. He's the number one reason. Um, he never gave me lessons or nothing, but he always put me in experience and environment. Just all environments and experiences. You know what I mean? He bought me the evolution tape,
Mm-hmm.
VHS.
Yeah.
VHS tape, man. He bought me that, and then he bought me the Back to the Basics Dave Weckl VHS. So off the gate, Dave Weckl was like when you hear somebody like Dave, it was like, okay, this is very advanced drumming. So when you hear somebody like that at a young age, it was like, okay. So he's my number one favorite drummer of all time. Then a few years later, he had this DVD. It was a Modern Drummer DVD, 2006, with the great Aaron Spears, the late great Marvin McQuitty, Teddy Campbell, Ronald Bruner Jr. Who else was on that DVD? Gerald Haywood, and Nissan Stewart. And what's the white guy's name, man? He used to play with all the acrylic drums. Thomas Lane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So got that DVD, man, and I just fell in love with Aaron Spears, man. He reminded me of myself, man. He was a stocky dude. He was fresh. He always kept the fresh gear, man. Polos, forces, man. So I modeled myself after him, man. I had got the mohawk and everything, man. So him, Aaron Spears, of course, Calvin Rogers. Everybody has had their season listening to Calvin Rogers. But, man, one of my favorite gospel drummer is Calvin Napper. Calvin Napper, man. Donald Long.
I got to look him up.
Yeah, Twinkie Clark. He's my favorite gospel drummer, man. So growing up, those are my favorites. But now I like people like, of course, CJ Thompson, Sticks. Everybody. I got some couple other people, man, that I listen to. This is the guy named Kimball Glaspie, man. Bro, he's amazing, man. He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. He lives out there in LA right now, though, man. Kimball Glaspie, bro, he's amazing.
Okay, cool.
Another named Elliot Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He real tough on the ballads, man. He's amazing, bro. And yeah, man, those like some of my favorites, bro.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. So, man, now, man, what do you so the single that you're putting out, what is your plan? Because going back to a little bit what you were talking about recording and putting stuff on wax, man, you're kind of touching on like ownership and not only thriving in the digital age, but leaving a mark in an analog type of fashion as well. You know what I'm saying? So with this single that you're trying to do, what's the mindset of that you're going forward with this? Like, what sparked that?
Well, just, man, like I work with a lot of producers. And speaking of that, I'm gonna go back to the artists that I played with, right? I played with Spencer Smith, man, which led me to experience great things. Cause I know I met somebody like John Jackson, man, he's a self boss. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's a producer, musician, but he his own man. You know what I mean? Then I had the privilege to work with a lady named Lisa Noel Smith. I recorded her first single, her first solo project It's not out yet, but it's coming out. And she did a virtual live a few months ago too. Y'all should go check that out, man. So working with somebody like Josh Brown, he's a producer, and he got his own lane, his own, you know what I'm saying? So I work with different people like that. And it's kind of like, man, I don't mind working for people, but it's like, yo, I feel like I'm a producer as well, man. So I'm learning how to play different instruments as well.
Yeah.
Get my own ideas out. I'm not coming for nobody's gigs. I got my own stuff going on. But if they call me for gigs, I'm gonna do the gig. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got my own vision, man. I already know who I'm gonna have playing on it. I know the name of the song. I know, you know what I'm saying? I was literally working on it before my house got burnt down. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah.
So I said when I get back to record, man, that's the first thing I'm going for. I'm gonna lay the drums down, man, for my tune, man. I'm gonna send it out and I'm gonna get it out. It don't have to be perfect, man. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be whatever, but I just want to get this product out because this is how I feel, man. This is like this. I already have recorded with so many people. It's like, man, let me do something for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so most definitely.
Thought process, man. It's like, yo, I'm an artist. I want all the musicians to think like that, man. Like, we are artists, man. Like, we cannot let. So, okay, we had this conversation all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, and we'll do this gig with whoever you gig for this day. The next day, we learn a whole different set for somebody else. And the day after that, we learn a whole different set for somebody else. And each one of them wants us to have the same passion on Friday that we did on Sunday. Or each one wants to have that passion that we did last week, this week. It's like, okay, man, but what about me? Like, what about, you know what I'm saying? And that may not be everybody's vision, but I want all of us to think like, man, I can do this. Or just having your business intact, man. Like trying to monetize everything with you on YouTube, man. Trying to monetize YouTube, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's success look different. It's all about, man, if you got a passion for it, man, you should be able to make money off of it, man. In the Bible, it said the Levites got paid. We're the Levites. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, man, I don't like when people try to take advantage of musicians, and we are like the most important thing to these artists, man. And to like, it's just what it is, you know what I mean? So it's like, I just want people to have that mindset, bro.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And that's why I try to get people like you on here on the show, man, that are, you know what I'm saying, credible in that area to talk business. Because the thing is, like we were talking about earlier this week, we were talking about, you know, bringing in these new cats, man, you know what I'm saying, that are coming up. And, you know what I'm saying, like you were talking about, you don't want to take anybody's gigs or anything by doing your own thing. The thing is, you're just creating your own stream of revenue by doing your own thing, man. And let's touch on that a little bit, going back to what I was saying about bringing up the new people, you know what I'm saying? I remember we were talking, man, and you were talking about that was one of a purpose that you feel like just fell in your lap, teaching the young cats. So what's your process of bringing up young cats and leading them on how to go and where they want to be?
Yeah, the younger generation, man. First off, I'm gonna say it's always gonna be a younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Always, it was like that for us. It was people doing it before us. Before us, it was Amari, and just all those people. You know what I mean? But the difference, I feel like, with some of the older cats, they didn't really. I don't think they kind of genuinely poured into us, genuinely treated us right. You know what I mean? And with me, man, I always wanted to be like, dude, I want to pour into the youngins. I just feel like I was telling you, what was that, Monday or Tuesday? I feel like that's one of my purposes, one of my callings in life, is to like literally help the younger generation, whether it's drums, keyboard, whatever instrument it is, man. And you don't even have to play. You can be a doctor, but I feel like if I got something to help get you along in life, I'm gonna do that, man. I feel like a lot of the older cats, they was intimidated by us, man. They was intimidated, but it's like, dude, this man's gift has nothing to do with your gift. Like, right. Your set of calls are gonna be your set of calls. They're gonna have their own set of calls. They're gonna have, man. The thing about it is, bro, when you get 40, 50, you still kicking on drums. But those young people, if you treated them right, they're gonna have you feeling just like you got them feeling in for you. They're gonna have you feeling in for them when you older and you know what I mean? So man, you just gotta, and it's just the right thing to do, bro. Like you just gotta, you know what I mean, pour into the youth, man, because they coming whether you like it or not. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
The youth is coming whether you like it or not, man. So you can either choose to help them or be their enemy and they be coming for your head. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm like, dude, we got to help the youngest, man, because they are the one who's going to carry this.
Yeah, man.
And I don't want to come as a place like, oh, I'm there. But it's like, man, I've put in some work, man. I'm 27 years old, man. I done put in some work. I done played with this person, that person. It's like, man, and I ain't done. I feel like I'm just getting started. Yeah. But it's a younger generation that if we get to call names, man, we got so many youngers, man, that's dope already, man. They just lack experience or they lack just simple stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Asan. Shout out to LR. Shout out to Chris Coleman. Shout out to all the youngers out there, bro. You know what I mean? They coming, man, and it's just like we just gotta help them, bro. We gotta help them. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, bro. And that's why, like I said, bro, I try to have this right here. I try to have, people like you that have put in work that are credible, man, that is like, hey, this is where to go, this is how to do it, and I can help you if you need some help, man. But bro, like I said, man, I appreciate you, man. Random question, I don't think I asked you. Is there an artist that you like to play for, you know what I'm saying, like worldwide or something like that, bro?
Yeah, I would like to play for Brandy. She one of my dream gigs. Brandy. I don't know. I like a lot of artists, man. So I ain't gonna just. That would be one of my dream gigs. Brandy. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a broad question, especially like when you're already kind of sort of established, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You're really not even kind of sort of thinking about it. But that's what's up, man. Yo, bro, I appreciate you, man. Y'all, bro, if y'all haven't already, I appreciate y'all that are watching on YouTube. Hit the Cash Apps up. I put that in the comments below. I'm going to put the Cash Apps up here when I upload this, man. This has been Chris Wiz, Black Collar King. I'm with JeVohn Sealey, man. I appreciate you again, bro. Let the people know where they can find you and follow you, bro.
Yes, sir. YouTube, JeVohn Sealey. Facebook, JeVohn Sealey. Instagram, J Sealey. If you type in JeVohn Sealey, it'll pull up, man. So pretty straight across the board to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yep. That's what's up, brother. I appreciate you again, man. You and Holly, y'all have a great night, bro. This has been Crested Wiz, bro. Black